How you guys doing this fun morning? You can get out of the sun here. The hell. Fuck it, forget it. Just want to get into this moment here. I'm a little bit pissed off right now. There are scammers of all types. Okay, I'll talk to scammers. There are scammers of all types, you know, and they use different methods, you know. And the thing is, there's scammers on TikTok using anonymous moniker for financial gain. And someone used the name Anonymous Collective and they use that moniker, that the whole Anonymous Collective, for financial gain. That's something you don't fucking do. That is something you don't fucking do. And which is honestly pissing me off, man. You know, that's something you don't do. That's something you don't fucking do. You know, because Anonymous has a creed, right? If you've ever seen the movie, right? The movie. People should be afraid of their government. The government should be afraid of the people. Right? So, there's some scammers that will do anything for money. And scammers are very lazy. Very, very lazy. You look at the scammers in India, very fucking lazy. Very fucking lazy, man, you know. Scammers in Nigeria, very fucking lazy, man. Very, very fucking lazy, dude, you know. Very lazy. And now, I've been a supporter of Anonymous for a long, long time. I've been kind of blown away of their story, their history, what they've done, you know, and really blew me away. Very, very proud supporter of Anonymous, because I'm like, man, these guys, like, dude, man, holy shit, man, you know. Operation Chinology, holy shit, man, you know. Legendary, man, you know. I see Anonymous as the modern day group version of Guy Fawkes, but more of really doing their job, man, you know. What they've been doing for the past number of years is taking down pedophile and trafficking sites, taking them down. And but also what's happening that the media and other governments refuse to acknowledge, that you have people from all across the globe working together and rescuing children, right? Children. Now, Corey Feldman years ago said one of the biggest problems they have in Hollywood, and will always be, pedophilia. You have pedophiles in Hollywood. You have pedophiles in the music industry. You have pedophiles in all different genres of industry. You have politicians, some unknown politician that's a pedophile, right? And so, yeah, pedophiles in law enforcement, but you won't know who or where. You know. So you have a movie, The Voice of Freedom. That movie ranked in over $100 million. He had Hollywood really scrambling just frying its brain of how do we silence this movie, because it's gaining ground here, you know. And the media is talking bad about it, you know. And why are you trying to silence this movie? You have people going to theaters, and why are people at the theaters trying to silence this movie? You know, because it exposes of what's going on, you know, behind the scenes of what people are doing, and that is rescuing children that are being held captive by pedophiles and traffickers, man. You know. That's it. You know, that's the thing here, you know. But here's something that you guys do not know. 80% of women and young teen girls are raped crossing the border. And that's being swept under the rug. Why? You know, it's a crime. It's a crime against humanity, man. Crime against humanity, for one thing. You know, but also, the thing is, you have highly powerful people trying to silence, or whether it's a movie or a TV episode, you know, or a documentary, okay. Or a documentary. For example, 34 years ago, the Discovery Channel had a program called Conspiracy of Silence. Okay, conspiracy of silence, right? Conspiracy of Silence, and it evolved around pedophilia in Nebraska, Boys Town, right? Boys Town, been around since 1917, and Sigmund Saloon scandal. Okay. Now you have highly powerful people in politics, right? In politics, and in the media, and also in other parts of, you know, industry, you know. And this program exposed a lot of child trafficking. Okay. Now the name, I mean, we all know. Johnny Gosch, 12 years old, 1982. That was over 43 years ago. It'll be 43 years. this year. He would be about 55. 55. He was doing a paper route, and he had his wagon, his dog, and it was delivering paper, and he ended up kidnapped. And when they found the wagon, okay, the dog was was around the wagon. Didn't go anywhere, and just insanely mad, 2 years later, in '84, another kid from the same area got kidnapped. Same age, 12, 13 years old. And things started to really happen because this was during the Reagan administration, and they would have highly powerful people go to the White House and engage in sick shit. Now, one of the people that they're two witnesses, but also were victims too. And the FBI charged and arrested one of the victims because she was telling the truth. Accused of her lying, charged her with perjury, and because the FBI knew the truth, but they didn't want it out, and they charged a girl, and she was doing 15 years. The young man, ended up taking his own life. Because it got so bad that Discovery Channel had to, through political pressure, not to show this documentary. And they were forced to burn any copy, but one copy made it through the cracks. And you can watch it on YouTube. It's called Conspiracy of Silence. Now, why would they do that? Because political figures, higher ups, pedophiles. Titans of industry were pedophiles. And he had a guy go around taking pictures. And use those pictures as blackmail, as leverage. Right? So the thing is, anonymous for almost nearly 20 years. since they started back in late 2000s. Really scared the shit out of the Church of Scientology. They scared the shit out of corporations, governments, you name it, for years. Now, scammers using the anonymous moniker for financial gain. Now, the creed of Anonymous that is, here's creed: no fame, no money. Because it's not about fame. It's not about fame. It's not about money. It's it's about helping the people, you know. And because Guy Fawkes, before during his time, he wasn't a bad guy, bad guy. And he was charged, he was tried, and sentenced to death. And this was during the 1500s. And November 5th is Guy Fawkes Day. That's why we wear the Guy Fawkes mask. And so the Anonymous Collective is global. They're worldwide, man. They're worldwide. And now, scammers, they're going to do what they want. They're going to do whatever it takes to make money, right? Yeah. It's just insane, dude. It's insane, insane. It is. It's insane. Just you would think about, well, this is going to go cattywampus here pretty soon, but the thing is, the movie wasn't a freedom. Why were they trying to silence the movie? Think about this. Voices of freedom, right? Why were they trying to silence this movie? Right? Whether you like Mel Gibson or Jim Caviezel, whatever it is, the movie, the movie was something, okay? And now the thing is, why were they really trying to silence this movie, right? Why was moviegoers that went to see the movie had trouble watching it, okay? Over 35 theaters tried to silence this movie themselves by leaving the lights on, right? Turn on heating up the room, right? Turn up the heat, leaving the lights on, right? Because the theaters did not want anybody to see this movie. Do you think that's kind of ironic that a movie would scare the crap out of people like that? Where movie theaters try to sabotage you viewing the film yourself, right? Right? Think about that. Now, about scammers there's scammers on TikTok trying to use the name Anonymous Collective for financial gain. Anonymous doesn't go for fame or money. That's not the creed, man. Never was. Because the thing is, What makes anonymous tick? Very easy. Very, very easy. The love to expose bad people. The love for the people. The love to help people, not scam them. It takes someone who's fucking greedy, man, to want to do that. And it pisses me off when someone does that, I hate scammers. It's bullshit, dude, But when you cross anonymous, dude, any member of the collective, I tell you what, your scamming days are over like that, dude. Like that. You think you're smart and clever that you cannot find me. Bullshit, dude. Bullshit. Go check out Scammer Payback, dude. Check out Scammer Payback, dude. Scammer Payback channel. Check it out. Scammers are getting bold, dude, and ballsy. They will go to your town and they will collude with the scammer that you're talking to. Make sure that you take out the money that they want you to take out. Because look, scammers will lie. Scammers will lie and lie and lie for financial gain, man. And those are the biggest two-faced snakes ever, man. Because I was watching Scammer Payback video, and this lady took out, what was it, $40,000. $40,000. And the guy that runs the channel contacted law enforcement of that city. Said, "Hey, look, this is what's going on." They went out there. They asked questions, and the lady was still there in the parking lot talking to the scammer, and she had $40,000 in her hand, waiting for people that And the scammer says, "Do not listen to law enforcement. Do not listen to them. Do not listen to them." So it took the lady's husband and daughter. The daughter listened in on the conversation between the scammer and her mom, and the scammer's partner in crime saw the cops there and helped the lady put her money back in her account. Her husband was like, but scammers go after elderly people, man. Scammers go after elderly people. And that's one of their top victims is the elderly, man. Because elderly will believe anything to them, and in their minds. But here's one thing. You have these fake collectors, right? Fake collectors. People who buy your debt, your old debt, and try to make money off of you, right? Because a debt, if you have a debt with a financial company, like you go get a loan and you forget to pay, or how much you have to pay off, The statute is 7 years. The statute is 7 years. Okay? After 7 years, done. But there are dumbasses that are willing to buy your debt and call you about paying this debt. I got these calls many times, and I would ask, how far does this go back? What call I got was, well, it goes as far back as 2013. What address? I said, dude, I haven't lived there since 2006. I haven't lived there in 2006. So let me ask you a question. And the dude got mad. I go, I haven't lived there in since 2006. And this goes back to what, 2013? Dude, I haven't lived there since then, since 06. I was living here in 2013. So I was like, this motherfucker's trying to, like, I said, dude, I know what you're doing. Okay, I know what you're doing. Because it's illegal for them to buy your debt and to make money off that debt. Okay, it's about you paying your debt. But the thing is, after 7 years, it's, dude, you know, the statute's 7 years, and after 7 years, nothing you can do about it, you know. But you will have people trying to call you to get money off you because they're about this debt. Because collectors cannot call you. It's a crime. They cannot call you to collect this money, you know. Right? So, you gotta wonder, why are scammers being this lazy? Don't want to work a real job. They'd rather work behind a damn desk, behind a computer, talking to victims and shit about getting their money from them and shit, saying, oh, this is back on tech support? No, you're not, dude. No, you're not. You're not tech support from Microsoft because, dude, you don't call them. You don't call people. People call look, here's how it goes. If you have any issues with your computer, you call Microsoft. They don't call you. And when they realize that people don't fall for it, they get mad. They call you names, you know, all this shit because they know they're not fooling anybody, you know. And the thing is, law enforcement in India, they're on the take. Okay, they're on the take. So even if you try to contact law enforcement in India, they're not gonna do shit, dude, because they're being paid off, man. You know, they're getting paid off, and let's see, come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Come here, girl. Yeah, it's a good girl. So, my lazy girl. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here, you. Come here. Aw. What? Be a good girl? Huh? Well, the thing is, scammers are going to do anything for financial gain, no matter what scam they're pulling, you know. And I was like, dude, man, you know, shit. Could not really figure out why would you want to do that. You know, that Anonymous doesn't use their name for any kind of financial gain unless you're a scammer using the moniker for gain. The creed is fame is no. Financial gains are no. It's about helping the people, man. Exposing corporations, governments, entities, you know. Scammers, Anonymous is even going after scammers too. You know. And it's funny because scammers will be like, have no idea that they're being hacked. And like, dude, that's fucking funny. They can hack in their webcam, and while the scammer is looking at the webcam, he can be told of where his location is, what building, what floor, what room. Boom! It would freak the fucker out, man. Like, fuck. And shit, man, you know. But if you're a scammer, dude, and you use the anonymous name and moniker for financial gain, heed these words when I tell you. Don't fuck with Anonymous, man. Do not fuck with Anonymous, man. Yeah. Because you're not that clever, okay? You might be sneaky, but you ain't that clever, man. Anonymous Collective, the whole entire collective, I mean globally and shit, dude, we're watching your ass, man. You know, scammers, pedophiles, traffickers, you guys are fucked. Okay? Pedophiles, scammers, traffickers, you know, again, you guys are fucked. You are fucked, okay? You're really, totally fucked. Alright, folks, I'm going to end this feed here. My name is Reverend Ordo, and this has been the Anonymous Mando'Ade Network. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification, and always live healthy, happy, and wise. And I mean healthy and wise. And, I've been wanting to do this real quick. Have you guys ever noticed that if you get, now, this is what I want to see, because if you do this, comment section below, guys. What I have here is a Baofeng UV5R. This little guy here is a little badass. I picked up this week. last week and whatnot. The creator of this device here got the Nobel Peace Prize for this thing, and this is a two-way radio, FM, UHF, VHF, and these are on sale. If you go to TikTok shop store, and you see these for $10, but I paid for mine $25 on eBay. $25 on eBay. Okay, eBay. This thing is like a little badass, man. I tell you what, dude. The reason these are on sale is that you know, we all know what event we're in, man. We all know what event we're in. Okay? But once we're asleep and our sheeples, anyone who's awake, these real radios are worth something. Okay? Now, the reason I'm showing you this is now I hear about people getting stopped by law enforcement and being told, "Oh, we got a call." Really? And play it. Oh, really? And that would blow their mind, man. That would blow their minds. Like, oh, we're gonna call? Really? I didn't hear it. And it would be funny, man. Like, dude, I'd be laughing my ass off, man. Now, look, I highly recommend get one of these. Because thing is, these radios are pretty good, and because the thing is, I'll tell you why. We're in an event that is completely heinous. They're very sinister, man. And the reason I got mine is for that. Because I know what's coming. I feel it here. And just in case if something happens, you have this in your hand, man. These can go for $25 on eBay, but on TikTok, $10. I'll tell you why not to get them on TikTok. Maybe cheap, $10 is something like, wow, this is good. But the thing is, I got mine for $25. Good investment here. TikTok shop, I wouldn't buy nothing from there. You know, I would not. Because you don't know what you're getting half the time. But the thing is, you have to really understand these radios. is worth a good $25 in your hand. It'll be in your home within a couple of days, about minimum 3-4 days. And I'll tell you what. And it's the reason why people are getting these radios, because something's coming up. Something's coming. Something's happening. Okay, I wouldn't have gotten my radio here if I had that gut fucking feeling that something's going to happen. Something's happening here, and it's a weird gut feeling, man. You know, I don't like it, but it's life, man. You know, gotta. But again, all right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed.